Hi, good afternoon. Day 10 on the Empire State Trail. And we actually spent this morning at Fort Ticonderoga because I just could not pass it by. And it was very interesting. I'm so glad we stopped. Gorgeous. The setting is amazing. So I would recommend it if you have the time to go ahead and see Fort Ticonderoga if you're through. Anyway, that means today we're going to have a little bit of a shorter ride this afternoon, leaving from Whitehall. Going to see how far south I get. And I think there's a little more road and then potentially either some bike path or maybe like protected roadway. I'm not totally sure. We'll see what happens and how far we get today. So let's get started. Okay, we are in Fort Edward. I'm actually going to stop the day here and turn around. Rich is going to continue south. We'll see how the trail keeps going. So far, it's been a wonderful mix. Road, off-road, gravel, paved. It's been a delightful day. We'll see what Rich gets and catch up with him at the end of the day.
So I left Fort Edwards along Route 4, and initially based on yesterday, I was a little trepid about that, but it was perfect. It had been recently surfaced, and the shoulder was probably 4 or 5 feet wide. Just sit in the middle, enjoy yourself. It was 2-lane. It was fantastic. Great road riding. And then it turned on to country road and gravel road right along the Hudson River. Fantastic. I mean, crossing the Hudson into the Hudson Crossing Park, wonderful. So just a good mix of surfaces. Terrain didn't really change, but surfaces did, and that keeps it entertaining.
Welcome to day 10, the actual day 10 on the Empire State Trail. I was a day off yesterday. So we ended last night in Schuylerville, New York. And this morning, last night we had driven the section between Schuylerville and Mechanicsville. And seeing it with all the traffic last night, there's some shoulder and some places no shoulder. It's fine to ride, but honestly we just kind of didn't want to stress ourselves out with it, and we've seen it. So I've chosen to start today at the parking area at Halfmoon. So we've skipped about a little over 10 miles from Schuylerville to Halfmoon, and we are starting on Halfmoon today, riding towards Albany, and should be finishing out this section of the Empire State Trail today, and then riding just a little bit of the next section. So let's go. Just above my head, oh, there it is. We are at the point where the north-south segments of the Empire State Trail merge with the east-west segments. So when we were finishing up our Erie Canal Way trail days, we have already ridden from here into Albany. So right now what we're going to do is stop and turn around and jump down to the park at Albany to start the next section of this north-south trail. But I did want to say briefly, having ridden essentially the Champlain Valley Trail and then some other sections as we got closer here into Albany, just briefly, had not ridden any of that before or talked with anyone who had ridden it, and some sections I think are definitely underdeveloped, still needed a lot more work, but some of those portions were by far some of my favorites that we've ridden yet. So a real mixed bag in that northern portion, and I'm looking forward to kind of going through the footage, and then we'll do another Q&A on just that section of trails here soon as a separate video.